Understanding the Tao. Verse 8. Living in the Flow. The Gentle Strength of Water. By Louis Anderson. Inspired by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer.
Living in the flow. The gentle strength of water. The highest good flows like water, nourishing without effort, and seeking the low places others avoid. In this way, it mirrors the Tao, gentle, humble, and adaptable. Live like water. Be grounded, gentle in your dealings, true to your word, and in harmony with the present. Flow with life, and you will always know the way.
Living in the flow, the gentle strength of water. In a valley surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a man named Jian, known for his quiet wisdom. His days were spent by the river, which flowed gracefully through the valley, nourishing all the land. The villagers often sought Jian's advice, for he seemed to possess a calmness and understanding that eluded most. One day, a young villager, Mei, approached Jian, troubled by her struggles. "I've worked so hard to succeed," Mei said, "but it feels like I'm always pushing against the world. How can I find peace when life is so difficult?" Jian smiled gently and motioned for Mei to sit by the river with him. "Do you see how the river flows?" Jian asked. "It moves effortlessly, without force, and yet it nourishes everything it touches." Mei frowned. "But it doesn't strive for anything. How can it be successful?" "The river does not strive, yet it accomplishes everything," Jian replied. "It seeks the low places, the places others avoid, and in doing so, it brings life to all. It is soft, yet it wears down mountains. This is the way of the Tao, gentle, humble, and always in harmony with the present moment." Mei gazed at the flowing water, her mind racing. "But how do I live like that? How do I flow with life instead of fighting it?" Jian looked at her kindly. "You must learn to let go of control. Like the river, you must trust the flow of life. Be gentle in your actions, serve others without expecting anything in return, and always be true to yourself. In doing so, you will find that life carries you exactly where you need to be." Over the weeks that followed, Mei began to practice Jian's teachings. She stopped pushing so hard to get ahead and focused on serving others with kindness and patience. She found that, like the river, she could accomplish much without force. As she learned to live in harmony with life's natural flow, Mei discovered a peace she had never known. The villagers began to notice the change in Mei. Her actions were quieter, but more impactful, like the water that nurtured the valley. And just as the river flowed without seeking recognition, Mei found that her life became more fulfilled the less she sought for herself. Through living in the flow, Mei learned the true strength of water, the gentle, humble strength that nourishes all without effort.
2 universal life lessons. The story of Mei offers 2 timeless lessons inspired by the 8th verse of the Tao Te Ching, which can guide us all in our daily lives. 1. Gentleness and humility bring true strength. Water, though soft and yielding, can carve mountains and sustain all life. In the same way, gentleness and humility in our actions allow us to achieve great things without force. By moving with the natural flow of life, we accomplish more than by striving or fighting. Applying this today, in today's world, where ambition and assertiveness are often prioritized, practice gentleness and humility in your actions. Be kind in your interactions with others and seek to help without expecting anything in return. This approach will bring strength and fulfillment that forceful striving cannot. 2. Trust the flow of life. Water flows to the low places without resistance, adapting to its environment without losing its essence. In the same way, when we stop resisting life and trust in its natural course, we find that things fall into place more easily than if we try to control everything. Applying this today, let go of the need to control every outcome. Trust that life's flow will carry you where you need to go. When challenges arise, approach them with patience and adaptability, knowing that the way forward will reveal itself in time. In our fast-paced world, the idea of living in the flow offers a peaceful alternative to the pressure of constant striving. By living like water, gentle, humble, and adaptable, we can find fulfillment without force and discover that life naturally supports us when we move with it, not against it. Be gentle and humble. Approach your relationships and actions with kindness and humility. Like water, which nurtures without expecting anything in return, focus on helping others and being true to yourself. You'll find that this gentle strength creates lasting impact. Trust life's timing. When you face obstacles or uncertainty, resist the urge to force outcomes. Like water flowing around rocks, adapt to the situation with patience and trust in the natural flow of life. In doing so, you'll discover the path to peace and success without unnecessary struggle. In memory of Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. As a follower of Wayne Dyer, I offer this story in tribute to his teachings. Dr. Dyer often spoke of the importance of living in the flow, moving through life with gentleness, humility, and trust in the natural order of things. His wisdom reminds us that true strength comes from embracing the Tao's way of effortless action. Let us honor his legacy by living like water, serving others selflessly, adapting to the flow of life, and finding fulfillment through gentleness and trust. In gratitude and in memory of Dr. Wayne W. Dyer.